What's going on, Halloween fanatics? So today is the day that I'm gonna watch Halloween Kills and do a commentary for you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. And I'm watching it on HBO Max, and it's about to start with the Universal logos going around the globe. So yeah, I didn't really want to do this, but like I said in previous videos, this is probably going to be my last time watching this movie for a long time, if ever again. But like I always said though, I do like the opening, like the music. John Carpenter did a great job with this, so no complaints. I like 2018 a little bit better as far as like the soundtrack, but I really don't have no complaints about Halloween Kills soundtrack. But I do have a complaint with the I bought the CD and the album, the material it was made out of, it was very cheap. It wasn't like 2018's. Let me know down in the comment section if you bought the Halloween Kills soundtrack and you could tell that it was very cheaply made. But yeah, here's the opening scene with the balloons. And there goes that radio tower. I never really noticed that until they pointed it out. So I just can't wait until Halloween ends so we can see if the radio tower play a big role like they say it is. I just think it's a smoke screen, to be honest. And I forgot this dude's name. Allison's boyfriend, I forgot his name. He did okay. I mean, it was a character that just, I don't know, he was just there. And there go Hawkins laying down, looking like the Jordan symbol. It's stretched out. Now Hawkins, and don't mind me, I'm eating some raisins, but Hawkins, he's supposed to die. I don't care what nobody say. He got stabbed in the neck and ran over. And he was bleeding out. Now this scene right here when he woke up, it looked like Will Patton was laughing. I don't know if anybody else caught that, but it looked like he was laughing when he woke up. And I just don't like the dialogue that he was using. I'm the one who has to kill him. Evil must die. That's the first thing you talking about? You should be talking about, man, get me some help. Take me to the emergency room. Need some good raisins. I love raisins. And here comes the legendary flashback scene. They did an excellent job with the flashback scene, I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed that. And there go Hawkins. Hawkins. Boy, Hawkins need to go to a gun range. Now this part right here I didn't really understand because Hawkins, he seen Michael Myers in this line of sight, and Michael Myers just walked away, and Hawkins knew where he walked because he shot, and he's bending down, you know, touching the footprint with blood in it. And I'm like, dude, why you didn't keep going after Michael? He just let him walk. And then when this other officer came, the officer that was later on killed by Hawkins, they just forgot about Myers and they were just walking off and talking about Michael Myers was always a strange kid or whatever. Like, dude, don't you know that he's still in the neighborhood? Y'all just talking and reminiscing like people ain't being killed or whatever. That was kind of strange. Like, we didn't need that. We didn't need to hear that back story about Michael Myers. I never understood that. That is just the little stuff that Blumhouse just try to force onto this movie that I didn't like. But I love that neighborhood and the old cars. You know, they nailed it. They really did. And there go the radio tower once again. They looking over Haddonfield. See, they just talking, looking over Haddonfield, not taking it serious. Like, why aren't y'all searching for Michael Myers? We enough with this small talk, talking about, yeah, I used to be over his house. Just search for him. Oh Lord, here come the balonies, whatever they call. Seemed like a lot of people like these characters. I just felt like they were useless, wasn't needed at all. And Lonnie, like I said, it's just a cheap nostalgia, a cheap pop for the audience. Although the person who played Lonnie, he did a great job acting. He was probably the best actor in the movie, in my opinion. Yeah, they nailed this flashback down to a T. I loved it. And I see why people say they wish they could get a whole back history in 1978. Um, like a what if story, like what happened to Michael Myers, after 1978, after he got shot. Sort of like a Halloween 2. So a lot of people want to see a remake of Halloween 2, and I wouldn't be opposed to that if it looked like this flashback scene. But again, I don't want to see why Michael Myers kills and all that. But they could possibly make you never know with Blumhouse. Blumhouse is all about the money. And here's Lonnie running down the street, and he's gonna trip and fall. So cliche. And we see Michael approaching him, which I find kind of strange the way Michael was looking in this scene. His mask looked like he was smiling. He wasn't walking right. He was walking more like Dick Warlock right here. But I don't think Michael was never gonna kill him anyway. Or of course, Lonnie, he could have just been, dreaming or fantasizing about that. Is he there or is he not there? That shot. Oh man, hold on. Dang, I would rewind it, but I seen some stuff. I seen some stuff that I didn't catch in the first watch. Yeah, I seen some stuff. I seen a little bit of the studio. I guess that would be like one of my only complaints about this flashback scene. You could tell like the outdoors in certain scenes, other than that alleyway. But by the Myers house, you could tell it was on a sound stage, and I didn't really like that. Yeah, Hawkins. Hawkins should have been fired. No ifs, ands, or buts. Hawkins had plenty of time. He had plenty of time to kill Michael Myers. If you ask me, he might have wanted to kill this dude, this deputy. And if you hear my son crying, just ignore that. Apologize for that. So yeah, so when I first seen this movie in the movie theaters, I'm just watching it, and I'm like, okay, so far so good. I was saying I was trashing this movie leading up to it, and I was like, dang, I got to eat my words. But 30 minutes into the movie, I was like, yeah, I was right about everything. And see, there go that, deputy talking about Haddonfield again. And he see the footprints and he thinks nothing of it. And then there go Michael. And then he got a pistol in his hand. I like Michael right here. He's ruthless. See, Hawkins, man, Hawkins could have shot him. If that was me, I just would have been letting off. I wouldn't have cared. I would have been shooting like her. Pow, 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 pow. Both of them would be dead. And then Hawkins didn't even like aim for Michael. He just shot. He just shot dude directly in the chest or the neck. Like what the hell? Hawkins wanted to kill that dude. Hawkins is a bad person. You heard it here first. Hawkins is the real Michael Myers. He's the real evil. I'm just playing, by the way. And here come Dr. Loomis. They did a great job with that. I remember I turned to my wife in the movie theater and said, wow, that looked just like Dr. Loomis. I had to double check. I was like, is that old footage? But no, it wasn't. I didn't like the dialogue. Did Michael kill again? No shit, Sherlock. What do you think he was doing? Eating a pancake? Of course he killed. And why would you even say that? Did Michael kill again? That was just so stupid. And then he came he came in the house. Did Michael kill? Did Michael kill again? And the way Hawkins stumbled out the house, like he stumbled out the house like Halloween 5. Donald Pleasance, I said whatever. Anyway, Halloween Kills logo, and I like this Halloween theme. A lot of people didn't, but I did. And I don't know if it's just me, but these pumpkins I feel like represent these movies. And I think once it gets to the 5th pumpkin, that's Halloween 5, and a lot of people hate it. That's the first pumpkin that you see actually on fire. And I guess they just trying to, set those movies on fire because they suck. Like everything after 5, if you notice that. And I don't know if that was a subliminal or whatever, but maybe I'm looking too deep into it. But I thought that was a cool element, having these pumpkins on fire. These credits be rolling by real quick. Executive producer John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis. Danny McBride, David Gordon Green, Ryan Freeman, Malika Akkad. Rest in peace, Deborah Hill. Deborah Hill doesn't get enough credit, man. She's an OG. Rest in peace to her. She should get just as much credit as John Carpenter. And a lot of people just glance over that. Oh, there go the radio tower again. Wow. So that's 3 times we done seen that radio tower. I didn't know that. Now, one thing I will say about Jason Blum and, Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, they did have a lot of black actors. And I respect that because you don't see a lot of black actors in horror movies, and I respect, Blumhouse for doing that. But at the same time, it has to go with the story. Now, Haddonfield, I wouldn't think the city of Haddonfield, the way it was written, would have that many black people like we seen in Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. But that's just me. But like I said, I respect Blumhouse for doing, what they did. I respect that. Because they're good people. I listened to a couple of interviews of the nurse and the doctor. Can't remember their names. But, the dude always talking about his stethoscope and all that. So. And this bartender dude, I believe, this dude, I don't even think they even gave him any lines. They just said, man, just go out there and talk about the legend of Michael Myers. I believe he ad-libbed all that. And there goes Lonnie. Yeah, the grown-up who played Lonnie, he was the most seasoned actor in this movie, I believe. Other than Jamie Lee Curtis, but of course Jamie Lee Curtis didn't really have that many lines to say in this movie. And there goes Tommy Doyle. And I don't understand why people wanted Paul Rudd to play this dude. I don't even understand why Blumhouse reached out to Paul Rudd. That was so ridiculous and stupid. But yeah, this whole scene was cringeworthy. I go Marion. Yeah, so Tommy's telling the story of Halloween and what happened, how he survived, him and Lindsay Wallace. And Lindsay Wallace, her character wasn't needed in Halloween Kills either. I mean, none of these people were. And even, in Halloween Ends, she's being brought back. And I don't understand why. I mean, Blumhouse, they confuse me sometimes. They all worry about money. Which, that is the goal. I guess there's supposed to be some type of Halloween party. And Lindsay Wallace look like she don't even want to be there with them. And there go the Halloween 2 footage. A lot of people was pointing that out too, like how you neglect the sequels, but yet you put actual footage from one of the sequels. Yeah, Blumhouse screwed up. They really did screw up. And there's no turning back now. Oh, and did y'all hear about Lori's house being demolished in Charleston, South Carolina? I'm going to Charleston soon, and I was gonna try to get down there, but hopefully I get some other locations and upload a video. Hopefully, anyway, fingers crossed. I'm gonna try to go to the gas station where Michael had found this mask, and I'm gonna try to get to that courtyard. And then they cut to Laurie Strode on the back of the truck. And me, I would have cut to Laurie Strode right after, Hawkins. They found Hawkins. I don't know why they went into the flashback and then to the, the scene with Tommy Doyle. It just, the flow of the movie it was all over the place. Then the house is on fire. I mean, this was cool right here, but it just felt like an action movie when Michael Myers actually got out the fire and stuff. Like My homeboy Jules Sang said Michael Myers is one of the luckiest people ever. Seems like he's in the right position at the right time all the time. I don't mean no harm, but these grown men, these firemen could have took down Michael Myers. I don't care what nobody said. If two men jump on that man back, that's gonna put some pressure on them. And if other ones, just come at them, they can take them out. These trained, fit, grown men, they can do that. Or maybe they could have just had like the first fire truck arrive with like only 3 men. That would have been, more realistic. Him taking them out like that and Michael Myers escaped like that and they ain't even looking for Michael Myers. But yeah, we get to see his burnt mask. And to me, one reason I don't like Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills is simply the mask. The mask is okay, don't get me wrong. I have no complaints about it other than it's not pure white. The pure whiteness of the mask is what signifies Michael Myers. That's his signature. Not this old beat up mask that's not white, it's kind of grayish. No, give us the pure powder white mask. And in Halloween in Halloween Ends, it's probably going to look like Rob Zombies. And I definitely don't want to see that. But here comes Michael Myers, and it looks like he's, he got a little cockiness to him, with the that fireman tool. And he's spraying him with the water hose. And see, everyone was just watching. Like, the dude come out the house with a mask on. And see, this is what I don't like right here. This that Rambo stuff. It wasn't scary. I don't know. It was a cool scene, but I just wasn't feeling it. And you got Laurie Strode going to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. They had to bring that back for the nostalgia. There goes Sheriff Brackett. Useless. And then they went down to his name to show you. There go Brackett. I've never seen that many people at a hospital. It looked like they're in a New York City hospital or something. They in Haddonfield. I thought Haddonfield was a small town. It seemed like I don't know. It's looking like Walmart on the first of the month. Like, Karen, she, you know, grieving. That's one thing too. Like, I don't feel like they grieved the right way. Like, Ray just died. A lot of people died. They seen so much stuff during this night, and nobody really, I don't know, nobody really taking it serious. And Laurie Strode, there is no way she would be getting up, walking around after that type of surgery. Let's be real. And first off, the medicine will be wore out, and it'll be a couple of, maybe like 4 or 5 hours before she really wide awake. And see, we like 25 minutes into this movie, and Allison still is not, a focal point. Like, the people who keep pushing for Allison, I don't think she's important to the story. And here comes, I don't know her name, but the black woman who, over the grave site, and her husband, the interracial couple. All of this was cringeworthy because it's not realistic. She's playing with a drone. And yeah, like I said, this was unnecessary. And Michael apparently is in the bathroom wrapping up his fingers. Yeah, I don't know. It was just rinse, wash, and repeat. Because once Michael came out the bathroom, he killed the dude. Well, he didn't kill him, but right then and there. But he bust out the glass and, got him from behind like he did Lori in 2018. So it's not original. We seen that before. And she got a bottle like a bottle was gonna do something. I would have liked for her to get a golf club. Like, I feel like they were trying to be funny with a lot of this stuff. Like, they weren't taking it serious. And see, the way he was talking about, there's a mad person in his house and he has a mask on. Like, why would you even be talking like that? And see, the way he grabbed his head through the window and all that, we seen that in Halloween 2018 with Laurie Strode when he was at the door and she blew off his hand. Well, his fingers. And she's trying to run out, but the door is locked in her own house and she doesn't know how to unlock her own door to escape her own house. How stupid can people be, or the writing be? Make her not even go to the door. You get what I'm saying? She went to the door and couldn't unlock her own door. And now she's watching Michael Myers grab stuff instead of run. Like, Michael is not going to run. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the more I watch it, the more I see stupidity from these characters. Very stupid characters. And see, like, the mask is not popping out at the screen. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it'll be much, much better if it was a clean white mask. And I'm pretty sure they could have came up with a way for him to get that clean white mask. I don't know. Hey, maybe Blumhouse has got something in store for us with Halloween ends. They got to find a way to pop the audience, right? New merchandise from Trick or Treat Studios. And now Michael is stabbing him repeatedly in the same spot. Looking like a freaking robot. People find that scary. I find that stupid. This was just a complete waste of time. This whole scene should have just been an outtake, to be honest. Let me know down below. Shouldn't this scene been an outtake? Because I didn't find nothing significant about that scene. Like I said, this movie is just filled with a whole bunch of filler. And now we are back at the bar. And we're getting a little bit of conversation between Lonnie and, the nurse and the doctor. Lonnie was looking at the girl dressed up in the nurse, kind of like he want her. Not Lonnie, I meant Tommy. Tommy Doyle. My apologies. I get those two mixed up. And Cameron, that's his name, Cameron. Cameron alerting Lonnie about everything, what's going on. And Hawkins is about to get transported to Haddonfield Memorial, and he's going to be put right beside Laurie Strode. What a coincidence. And keep in mind, in a hospital like that, they wouldn't have another person directly beside somebody um, right after surgery, a major surgery like that. And now Lonnie is alerting everybody about what is going on. And we get to see Omar Johnson, I think that's his name. The sheriff. I call him Hollywood. Yeah, the sheriff that played, in Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, he played in this movie called, not movie, but TV series called Queen Sugar. And they call him Hollywood in that movie. He's a real dude, man. He remind me of, some of my family members. But I get why a lot of people don't like him as sheriff. He really didn't do nothing. Wouldn't that be something if, the sheriff killed Michael Myers and Halloween Ends? And now everyone is just seeing what went on earlier in the day. Like they don't have cell phones and alerts about two mental patients escaping. And a bus crash full of dead inmates. Not inmates, but, you know, psych ward patients. uh, this movie is bad, y'all. Very bad. And there go Julian talking on the TV. He's another useless character. And it looked like they woke him up out of his sleep to do that. Like Blumhouse called him, be like, "Hey, can you, film this video right quick?" He looked like he was so sleepy in that, couldn't keep his eyes open. Now, as a man, he would leave his woman outside talking about he forgot his stethoscope. And why would a woman agree to stay out there by herself? But she did the right thing though. She hauled ass back in there. But the thing is, clearly that car was locked, right? Because she unlocked it just now. She unlocked the car, right? So how did the mental patient break into that car without anything being broke? You get what I'm saying? Clearly they locked the car because she unlocked it, and you can tell she unlocked it because you seen the lights. So how did the mental patient go into the car without breaking any windows or anything? Just little details like that doesn't make sense. And Tommy Doyle getting old Huckleberry. And there go Marion talking about evil dies tonight. Oh, so stupid. Then you got a dude running outside. Everybody got on costumes. One dude got a helmet in his hand. Like, drop the helmet, dude. And it's no Halloween atmosphere in this movie. None at all. Well, hold up. He got the car running, right? But correct me if I'm wrong. Then, well, maybe she left the keys in the car. There go that radio tower again. But yeah, I didn't think she crunked the car up. Maybe she did leave the keys in there. Yeah, and the actor who was playing this mental patient, he passed away last year sometime. And that's unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't know that radio tower was in this movie that many times. I pray they don't have Michael Myers killing off radio waves because of that radio tower. I really don't. But for some strange reason, the Halloween fan base would love that. But yet the fan base hate the Court of Thorn. Make it make sense. And, this whole situation with this mental patient was just another filler. I mean, we didn't need to know about it. We didn't need to, they didn't need, like I said, it just, and here goes the Myers house. They're bringing back the Myers house. And nothing but comic relief. You got two gay men staying in the Myers house cracking jokes all the time and not taking stuff serious. Big John, Little John, and this is supposed to be a masterpiece of a movie, right? Jamie Lee Curtis. Remember Jamie Lee Curtis? You called this movie a masterpiece. It's a piece of shit. That's what it is. I really don't understand how people like this movie. And the thing about it is, when this movie first came out, people were saying right away, like first viewing, this is the second best Halloween movie in the franchise. Oh, y'all know that Will Smith meme of him slapping Chris Rock? That's what I want to do. Yeah, this was a whole bunch of fillers stuff. The Myers house, they showing the Myers house, and to me, you could tell that the Myers house is way too close to the road. And like I said, you can tell it's on a sound stage, and the road is narrow. It just doesn't look realistic. It looks small and compact. And I don't like that about movies. I said that about Scream 5. It just felt small. At least like in, Halloween 1978, you get to see the city and, everything looks real, not close up. I guess movies just change. Yeah, this stuff shot in the studio, it makes the movie look real bad. I'm just not like seeing all this. And there they go, hinting at the window, him staring out the window. And there goes Silver Shamrock mask. I guess that's what Blumhouse is gonna go to next, because a lot of the fan base has been talking about that. And to be honest, they shouldn't even touch Halloween 3 because most of the actors are dead, and you shouldn't just, just let that movie be. Just be creative and come up with something different. Do something original for once. And I always believe that Blumhouse, the reason that they took over Halloween is simply because Friday the 13th, they couldn't get their hands on it. And they was like, okay, Halloween is sitting here. I guess we'll do a Halloween trilogy. I really don't want to, but it can make a lot of money. So let's do it. In the meantime, it'll kill some time, and hopefully this Friday the 13th lawsuit stuff can get over with, and we can go ahead and try to get the rights to that and, make a movie. That's what I believe Blumhouse want to do. And you see what they're doing with The Exorcist, and I think that's going to flop. There's no way that The Exorcist can, be a trilogy. They said they got 3 movies. Ain't no way you can make 3 movies out of that and, make them all scary and make it a great story. This is Blumhouse we're talking about. And there goes Allison looking at Dr. Sartain with the toe tag. So it's 41 minutes into this movie. 41 minutes into this movie, and Allison is finally getting, a little dialogue. But I thought y'all said she was special and the final girl. Here go Karen talking to the sheriff with a Christmas sweater on. There's a lot of people at this hospital, man. Haddonfield must be big. And I like how that, Bunny is, got the carrot stabbing at the officer, if you notice that. Yeah, this movie's going by slow. Yeah, I probably won't be watching this no time soon. Like I say, it's probably the last time I'm gonna watch this movie. And there go Allison storming out, and there go Cameron. See, Allison and Cameron, they did about the same stuff in this movie. So what makes her so special, y'all? Just somebody please let me know what makes Allison so special. And let's be realistic. Like, I don't think Allison would have actually went out there and tried to kill Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying? Like, just look at her expressions and stuff. She don't care about her father. She don't care about her mother grieving and scared. She, I don't know. They messed up the character. So many doctors are walking around. I'm gonna count. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just seen like 10 doctors walk by. Like, that's ridiculous. They overkilled it with this hospital staff. Now they're showing, footage from Halloween 2018. And this is the part where Allison slips that knife, that butcher knife, back to Lori, the real final girl, like I often said. Everybody thought Allison was going to be the final girl on the back of the truck in Halloween 2018 when she clenched onto the knife. Oh, she didn't drop the knife like Jamie Lee Curtis did. She held on to it. But right here in this scene in Halloween Kills, you can clearly see that Allison is handing that knife back to the real final girl. Allison wasn't going to do nothing with that knife. So I just want people to explain in the comment section right now. Someone please tell me, why does Allison why do people want Allison to be a final girl? I don't understand it. People have often said that this is people have said that this is her trilogy. Yes, people have said that. Somebody made a joke and said, let's play a drinking game. Every time they say evil dies tonight, I gotta take a drink. I ain't doing that. I'll be drunk and passed out. And I like how they give Allison the shotgun. Like she gonna do something. Lonnie in the Suburban. and look at Allison in the back seat of the Suburban talking about go inside, telling grown people to go inside. It's not safe out here. Man, that was so corny. Then you got Tommy Doyle stopping random people on the street, telling them, if you see Michael, attack him. Dude, shut up. Kyle Richards driving around Marion and the nurse and the doctor. And they're at the park, and then they got these kids playing on the swing, dark as it is out there. Like I said, it's not realistic. And then they talking about they seen a dude playing peekaboo or hide and go seek. Like, are kids this stupid these days? And here go Kyle Richards' part. Yeah, Michael done killed a kid. They should have showed that part. They see Michael, he on top of the car, crank the car up and leave. Of course, Lord, please tell me that Kyle Richards wasn't that stupid to cut off the car. And now she's getting the bricks. I'm gonna beat Michael Myers with some bricks. That was quick thinking off Kyle Richards. Like she grabbed the trick or treat bag and went over to the bricks, broken up bricks. That's smart thinking. Nurse jumped out the car, got the Glock. And I think this was Aaron Armstrong, the person who played Michael Myers in this part. So this wasn't none of James Jude Courtney. And Michael with the regular kill to Marion. This dude really tried to choke Michael Myers with a stethoscope. And I like how Michael Myers looked at him like, you dumb fool. Now that was funny. That was probably the greatest kill in this movie. Stab to the eye. Here she comes, shooting at the tail light, the windshield, shooting at everything but Michael. And killed herself. See, that's a lot of reason why people think this movie was like Rambo. Like, just situations like that. Them two good licks from them bricks. Okay, Kyle Richards is getting choked, right? That's about it. She's halfway getting choked. Okay, she got through to the ground, nothing serious, and now she ran away. So y'all tell me, why was she in a wheelchair going into the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital later on in this movie? She's running from Michael. She's not holding her neck or anything. She's looking pretty much healthy and energized. She's running. Nothing is wrong with her. So why was she in a wheelchair? Stuff doesn't make sense. And I don't understand how Michael Myers lost sight of her. He was looking right at her. Now just imagine that white mask in around that lake, and not lake, but that little creek. That would have been a great moment. And I can't believe Michael Myers would just, leave his prey like that. You would think that he would want to finish the job. He knew she was out there somewhere. Clearly, he wasn't in no rush because he was going to people's house, just toying around. So, what makes Lindsay Wallace different? Got all the time in the world. Look for her. Now Laurie Strode is up and awake, and we're about to hear some god awful dialogue. The more he kills, the more he transcends. What? One of the worst lines ever. I like how they got her blood pressure 120/80. The standard blood pressure. You could tell that Karen really cared. If anything, this was Karen's movie. Yeah, I feel like this was Karen's movie more than anything, because she really, tried to build that relationship back with her mom. She sacrificed herself basically at the end of the movie. She saved her daughter. She was the one who got Michael Myers to go in this trap. She took his mask. So this is more of Karen's movie. She did a lot more than Allison, and I just don't understand why people think Allison, that. And then here we cut back to Allison in the suburban with Lonnie and his son, and she just randomly asked, "How was my dad?" And Lonnie came right off the dome with a story like he knew she was gonna ask about his dad. Yeah, I remember this time where me and him was doing this and that. Like that was so random. Like people are being killed, and you just it's just stupid stuff, man. And throughout this whole scene, we see Tommy Doyle, patrolling the streets. Where are the police at? We see no police, roaming the streets helping. No one is trying to find Michael Myers. Look at Allison with a shotgun walking. Oh boy, this is so funny. And why has she got the shotgun and not the pistol? Man, this is just cringe. I like how Michael scattered out the candy on the merry-go-round thing. I just noticed that. I'm noticing a lot of stuff I didn't notice in the first watch. Yeah, the useless characters being killed. Legacy characters at that. Marion being hung. There go Kyle Richards laying on the ground sleeping. Well, she getting a good nap in over there. And now she is all blooded up and everything. They had to be an outtake or something. Something had to happen. Like that don't make sense. I go Laurie Strode. We cut back to her. She's laying on her side after having stomach surgery. She's talking to Hawkins, someone who should still be unconscious. But of course, they're only focusing on his neck injury and not him getting ran over and having bruised ribs and eternal bleeding. They're just focused on that neck injury, that neck wound. Every time I see Will Patton, I think of Remember the Titans. He remind me of Nick Saban for some reason. Yeah, he a decent actor. I'm not gonna lie, but he did bad in this movie. I guess it wasn't his fault. Nobody wasn't stopping him. They wanted him to read these lines like that. And like I said, it just felt like him and Laurie Strode were competing who came in contact with Michael Myers the most. Laurie will be like, I came in contact with him, 40 years ago. I had the chance to do it, and Patton will say the same thing. Will Patton will be like, hey, I shot him. I came in contact with him. I let him get away. Did you know I actually had a chance to arrest him in 1978, but I didn't. Will Patton, Officer Hawkins, is the real Michael Myers. He's the real evil. He let evil win twice. Dang, this movie is just filled up with filler. My goodness. I hope Halloween Ends isn't like this. And when Halloween Ends come out, now watch, I'm probably gonna like the movie and everybody else is gonna hate the movie. Wouldn't that be a plot twist? There goes the old sheriff, Sheriff Brackett talking to the new sheriff. People in the waiting room, family members. You got doctors and everybody in there. Just too many people at this hospital. Wouldn't no hospital be that crowded? There go Lindsay Wallace getting put in a wheelchair, getting escorted back. Didn't do nothing but take a good nap by a creek. And Tommy Doyle doing his same old spiel about Michael Myers is an apex predator. Somebody should have said, shut the hell up. And evil dies the night chant. This was well, this is I don't know how long this hospital scene is, but I'm dreading getting through it, guys. I ain't Shell Brackett talking about evil dies tonight. Tommy Doyle bust up in there and telling Laurie Strode that he gonna protect her, and Laurie Strode finding out that Michael Myers is still alive. I imagine that would be a crazy dream though. Like, we set this dude on fire, and you mean to tell me that this dude is alive? So since the fireman got killed in that scene, did the house just burn down? Did the woods catch on fire, or did other firemen come to that property? See, Karen, Karen trying to protect her mom. And you remember in Halloween 2018, they really didn't get along like that. But you can see that it's love there. Karen, she got a little bit of Laurie Strode in her, but it takes a lot for her to pull it out. Damn, this movie is just dragging. It's an hour in. Feel like 2 hours. And we back to the gay couple at the Myers house, which is filled with a whole bunch of filler. And this is exactly how I felt in the movie theaters. I was like, this movie is just dragging on, and I'm ready to leave. Like, I was literally ready to walk out. Like, I was just like, all this hyping up, and this is what we got. Never again. And I bought like 6 tickets because, COVID was going on during that time, right? So I bought, the seats for me and my wife, and then I bought like 4 extra other tickets. And, so people wouldn't be sitting beside us. So I spent a lot of money, not including the popcorn, the ices, and I think I ordered a pizza in the movie theater. So I spent a lot of money that day just to be disappointed. Never again, though. And, and me, honestly, I think, I really think that they fabricated the box office numbers because I went on opening night. The movie was halfway packed, and so I don't understand that. And not that many movie theaters was open. So these box office numbers had to be fabricated. I think Scream 5 numbers were fabricated as well. But yeah, a whole bunch of fillers going on. Michael Myers done went to 2 houses now. Well, I guess this is his house. He went to the person that was over the graveyard, killed them, and he made his way here, back home, and he's gonna kill the gay couple. Like I said, it's rinse, wash, repeat. No storyline. Michael is just going house to house killing just like he did in Halloween 2018. And look, you get what I'm saying? They see a threat, and by him getting serious, he's taking off his rings, his jewelry, and all that, and grabbing a little knife. Like, it's comical. Who would have thought a classic like 1978 Halloween would end up here? And people like this stuff in the movie theater. They were laughing. And even Halloween fans like this. Like, the comic relief wasn't funny. They just wanted you to laugh to get your mind off the lack of story. That's all it was. And here goes the mental patient walking through the hospital. And I'm looking at all type of people like, that hospital is crowded. Crowded. That mental patient looked almost like Sheriff Brackett. Laurie Strode is fully dressed. After having stomach surgery, she's walking around. I have to ask a nurse or a doctor about that. Like, was that possible with her having that type of surgery? Would she be able to walk? Would she be able to do any of that after having that surgery? Because it doesn't seem realistic. Then you got the evil dies the night chants going on. And look at Karen. See, Karen is all the way behind you. She's helping Lori. She really cares for her. That's why I feel like it's more of Karen's story than Allison's. And we cut back to Little John or Big John, whichever one it is. They're searching through the Myers house, seeing what's going on. When they could have easily just got in the car and ran away and called the police because they know somebody in the house. A bloody finger, you know, fingerprints and all that, and you're searching your own house. Man, if y'all see some bloody fingerprints in y'all house and y'all know y'all didn't hear nobody come in, what are y'all gonna do? You gonna get a gun first of all, but I'm not gonna search the house. I'll get out the house as fast as possible, and I'll let the police handle that. Yeah, this is in the movie that I was so pissed off. I was like, this movie, this movie is something else. I honestly don't understand how people like this movie. Give me your reasons down below. Why do you think Halloween Kills is a good movie? Please, somebody convince me. I think it's the worst in the franchise. Looking at this movie back again, yes, I think this movie is the worst in the franchise. I really think this movie is worse than Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Looking back on it, it's worse than Resurrection. I'm serious. After looking at this movie, I wish I could do my rankings over, but this is the worst movie in the franchise. I'm never gonna watch this movie again. Seriously. And then they're showing Michael Myers looking out this window, and then the dude talking about you came home. Jackass, man. Then there's thousands of people running through the hospital trying to catch this dude. Everyone is running full speed and he's limping, walking like mankind, and they still can't catch him. Look at all those people. Laurie Strode needed that doctor. That was kind of funny, but now I'm not gonna lie. When Oscar mom had seen her son, that was touching. She did her part. When she screamed. The sheriff looking all confused, like he don't know what's going on. There's just too many people in this hospital. Like if you just take a second to look around, it's almost distracting in a way. Like all these people running. Pretty sure Laurie Strode gonna have an affection. Yeah, she gonna have a lot of healing to do. So what do you all think about all this being a dream? I wouldn't be mad at that. I know a lot of people would, but I wouldn't be mad at that. The only thing I would be mad about if Marion Chambers and all the supporting actors, legacy characters came back. I would be mad at that, but I wouldn't be mad at the possibility of it being a dream. The sheriff getting pushed around, and they just show him screaming. I guess they're just showing pure chaos at this point. I wonder who came up with the concept and idea of this movie. Like, someone had to come up with these storylines. I want to know who did that. Someone should single handedly take the blame for this movie. They should never ever do a movie again. see, they show the flashback again of Hawkins shooting him, and clearly Hawkins shot him in the in the neck. Hawkins was trying to kill his partner. I don't care what nobody say. Hawkins did that on purpose. And there they go. About to apprehend Michael Myers. Dr. Loomis was about to blow his head off. But of course, Hawkins, the real evil, Hawkins is a bad person. I'm gonna keep saying it. Hawkins truly is a bad person. And I don't know why people want Laurie Strode and Hawkins to go together. Or I've seen certain people say Laurie Strode had 2 failed marriages, right? In Halloween 2018, they said. So people are saying that Karen's dad could be Ben Tramer. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to find a way to write in Ben Tramer. Blumhouse try to do everything relating back to 1978 or 1981. Now looking back on it, I'm starting to like Karen's character a little bit more in this movie. Like I said, she had a lot to do. And when was the last time we seen Allison? You get what I'm saying? But yet y'all call her the final girl. One day I'll get through to y'all. Y'all gonna be like, you know what? Everyday Horror was right. We didn't like what he was saying, but the dude had some good points. And a lot of people are saying this mental person was looking like Danny DeVito. I don't even know who that is, but every time I seen a Halloween Kills review, they was saying that name. I'm gonna have to look him up. Like, this a whole nother storyline they got in the Halloween movie. Oh my god, this is funny. This is so funny. This is a whole different storyline in this movie. Oh my god. You can't be serious. Who wrote this crap? And then they try to make it so serious. Jamie Lee Curtis talking about this is a masterpiece. Oh my god. Oh. Well, I'm catching a cramp in my stomach, boy. Man. And he's gonna jump to his death. And brains splattered all across the concrete. And then after that, everyone moves on with their day. Like nothing happened. Man, you got doctors banging their head on the glass wall. Like, these people are crazy. If they really wanted to find Michael Myers, they just would have sent out the bloodhounds. But we see no dogs in this movie searching for Michael Myers. Instead, we get a whole bunch of locals searching for him. And then they play this sad, passionate music as he jumps to his death. Oh my god. This a whole different storyline. Now, could y'all imagine that being in like one of the older Halloween movies? A totally different storyline that didn't have nothing to relate to Michael Myers. How stupid. And Cheryl Brackett should know what Michael Myers looked like. Really, everybody should know. And Tommy Doyle should be the one, get charged for involuntary manslaughter or something. And we cut back to the flashback scene of Hawkins. You know, they're talking about how they're gonna cover up what happened with him shooting his officer. This movie is a shit show. It really is. But if you're enjoying this commentary, I might do some more in the future. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed this so far, and yeah, like I said, I might start doing this for Ghost Adventure episode reviews, watching it through. But I don't know. I might have to get a copyright strike because I got to listen to the movie and all that. I just got to figure out some stuff. I don't really, be on the computer like that. So, as y'all know, I just post a picture and I just, talk over it. I don't try to do all that green screen stuff and all that editing. I might start doing that one day, but right now, I just don't have the time to do all that. I just like to get straight to the point. I'm getting kind of sleepy now. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4 o'clock. Okay, finally we see the trio. We see Lonnie, and we see his son, and we see Allison. And now they're about to search for Michael. people people are really trying to convince the Halloween fan base that Allison is the final girl. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. And now we get to see Karen motherly instincts kicking in. Do y'all think Karen actually died? That whole, well, we'll talk about it when it, happens. I wish I could just fast forward through all this. Well, Lana, he didn't survive at all as soon as he went in the house. He had no chance. I shouldn't have promised y'all this because if I had a chance to do it all over again, I definitely wouldn't be watching this movie. But originally, the Myers fan 25 and I was supposed to watch this and do a live commentary, but he had some technical difficulties, so we've been trying to do this for the past couple of months, but I finally got around to doing it. But hopefully in the future, me and him can do some more collabs and maybe some live commentaries. That'll be a lot of fun. And why would they even go to the Myers house? And they're the only ones on the street. Where's everybody else at? If you're gonna roll up in the Myers house, roll 50 deep. Get those people from the hospital and go to the Myers house. Y'all remember in Halloween? Was it 1981? Had to be 81. They was all throwing rocks at the Myers house and all that. They were riding outside of the Myers house. So the people at the hospital should be at his house. Here come Allison and her boyfriend. Dang, she let him go in first. I mean, he let her go in first. I will say these young bucks are brave because I wouldn't have went up in no Myers house, gun or not. I definitely would have went up in there. Yeah, the dude who playing I don't know why his name not coming to my mind, but Lonnie's son, he did pretty good. And here's some more comic relief as you see Big John and Little John picture, and then once they find their bodies, they're gonna be laying just like that picture. Little comic relief. Michael Myers showing, which I don't like, and Michael has the music playing. Wow, that oh, I'm ready to go to sleep. And Allison is in there looking at the dead bodies like she can help, but she's pulling the knife out and putting the shotgun down. Interesting. Cameron, that's his name, Cameron. So Cameron is about to get killed. I would still take the dude in the car getting stabbed in the eye over Cameron's death. Cameron's death, I don't know, it just seemed a little bit too overkill. And when Michael Myers popped out that closet or whatever, it felt like a 3D moment, like that was supposed to be in 3D. That's the way it looked when he hopped out the closet. Allison had the shotgun, shot and missed. And now she just got pushed down the steps. And she twisted her leg and broke it with the fake cry out. So now she has a broke leg. She can't really do nothing. Wow. People actually said that she she is a final girl. I don't even know if she broke her leg or not. It just looked like she twisted it a little bit. And now she's standing up. And she said, "Come get me." He snapped the neck. We all seen this coming in the movie theater. Here come the cringe part. Do it. Do it. Boy, it's a bad acting. And where in the world did Karen get a pitchfork from? Out of all tools, she get a pitchfork. She would have been better off with a shovel going across his head with the sharp part. And she stomped his head into the steps. Said, "I'm gonna just leave him here. I'm not gonna continue to stab him or stomp his head. I'm gonna just take his mask instead of try to hurt him some more." "You want your mask? Come and get it." Well, Giant Jew Courtney looked like he just woke up looking for some Folgers. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Well, that sound stage look awful. Every time I see it, well, they could have did better with this sound stage, especially outside with the lighting. I like the way James Jude Courtney was walking with his mask off. James Jude Courtney, he's number two. He earned that right. I respect him. And he love his fans too. So she left the mask in the street. And Michael coming to get his mask. And now everybody is there. Instead of going to the Myers house and trapping them in the Myers house, they got them in the street. When they all could have went to the Myers house and been ready and when Karen stabbed them, and everybody could have been jumping on them. Shell Brackett talking about everyone's entitled to one good scare. He should have been killed on the spot after saying that. "Well, Michael, we're gonna let you put on your mask again, and get your superpowers instead of shooting you right there before you can get ready. See, this just look corny. Michael Myers being surrounded by citizens like this like this a battle royal or something. It almost like a lumberjack match. He shot him. Somebody shot him like 7 times. I think Brad. I just don't understand why they didn't kill him right then and there. Anything would have took him out at that point. The person holding the golf club could have been hitting him repeatedly over the head with a golf club. And then, Michael crawling to the knife, trembling. That vulnerability. But yet, y'all hate Halloween 5. And Karen said, well, I'm not going to stab you in the head or the neck. I'm going to stab you in the back. I'm going to stab you in your trapezius. And Allison is holding her mom. Everybody is surrounded in the Myers house. So how would Michael Myers go up the steps? We never know. Oh, Lee Brackett gone. No more gun. No more bullets. And then they reshot this scene. That's why this scene looks so cheap and ugly. The background just... I don't understand. You have a budget and then you have Blumhouse, right? And you didn't have time to reshoot and shoot that scene. You had to go back and do it. I just don't understand that. Like, it's their movie though. So we see Haddonfield Sheriff Department outside the Myers house. Then we see little Michael Myers in the clown suit, and Karen, I guess she sees that and something is calling her to go upstairs. But like I said, Michael is having this battle over here, killing these people. Wouldn't you think the sheriff will be over there with his body? And Karen is sitting over there with Allison. Shouldn't they be saying, hey, his body is over there? You might want to go, check it out or whatever. You see what I'm saying? How stupid this is? And clearly Michael can't get away. He has to come back down the steps whenever he kills Karen, right? It's at least 30 people there, so no way he's going to kill all those people. Look, you got EMTs there. People in the neighborhood. She's going up the steps. People will be in the house. It's dead bodies in the house, right? People will be in the house. The police department will be in the house. And Karen is going up to the bedroom, I guess, where Judith was. And she's looking out that stupid window because a window is giving Michael Myers those superpowers. Man, this was a god-awful movie. I'm glad I made it through it. Well, there goes Michael Myers. And generic stabs. Yeah, this was awful. This ending was awful. Man, this had to be a dream. Well, guys, that was it. That was my last time watching Halloween Kills. Like I said, I hope you enjoy, me doing this commentary, and maybe there's gonna be more in the future. Who knows? And hopefully, I can have somebody else come on and help me out with it. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, and if you like any and everything Halloween related, horror movie, paranormal, then make sure you check out my channel, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can see every time I upload. As always, be safe, peace.